Hello everybody, Elite Drillman here. Guys, today this video is a little confusing and there's not much to really talk about that I can explain. But there are some interesting things that I did find in this video. And guys, if you like my videos, which I promise I'm going to get some better audio soon, I'm actually now wearing headphones instead of my normal mic. So, yeah. I'm gonna get some better audio. I know my videos are very silent with just my voice, but guys, I'm new to YouTube. Okay, I'm sorry about this stuff, and for the 14 subscribers who can actually stand my voice, thank you very much. And yeah, really sorry if you guys want me to get some better audio, you just say it's okay in the comments, or yeah, we want some new audio. I will figure it out. Don't worry. And guys, the episode of Sikibidi Toilet today was really confusing. Let's get into it. It's really weird. By the way, hit that subscribe button and hit that like button like I hit Elite Drillman. The video first starts off by us seeing the clock boss and grandfather clock in the clock ship. We can see it's holding some sort of clock mechanism from the last episode of 20. And then we see how everyone's confused and scratching their heads, and the other cameraman beside this cameraman says, "I don't know what to do." As we can see he has a confused look, and we can even see a confused cameraman in the background trying to see what's wrong with the gear, or at least looking for something. Then a giant gear from the Big Ben falls onto the floor, breaking it, and he says, "Ah, dang it, sorry." As you can see him looking up, he's like, "No!" And we can see a bunch of other cameramen, but only one cameraman is actually rushing towards it, and everyone else is just like, "Hey, what was that?" And we can see how this one cameraman's in the box, and we can see how this other cameraman is clearly looking at the tablet, which will be very apparent in literally a couple of seconds because we all know what's coming. As we look further, we can see that the boss clock and the grandfather clock both are like, "Hey, what are you doing to my clock tower?" and are trying to clearly get into charge here. And as this is all happening, he's looking around and he's like, "You here, you take this out." And then the cameraman takes out the same mechanism that we saw in episode 10, where we see how they're placing down all of these weird clock spider looking things, but obviously this plan failed to get the Titan clock man back, as we know from the stupid Skibidi magnet toilet, but either way, he's dead, so he's irrelevant. But as he pulls it out, we can clearly see a giant spark happen, as we can tell that this was clearly doing something very important. And he says, "Get back on the ship," says the boss father clock, or he says, actually, rather, "Give it to the grandfather clock." And he actually takes it away into the ship, I'm guessing to either repair it or something. Also, guys, I'd like to mention how we see this is the same big clock man that we had in episode 20, as always, but he's finally getting the help he needs, like I was saying in my leaks video from the scientist TV man. He teleports him back, and we can even see the goddess drill woman, who's definitely going to need to be fixed up. But after this happens, we can see that the cameraman also pulls out his tablet, finally getting the emergency message with big red blaring beams saying that this is a big emergency. It says Skibidi Toilet Base 2 has been found. And it says they want to nuke our headquarters with a big exclamation mark, meaning that this must be a big explosion and it's not ordinary one. And they're telling us to attack Skibidi Base 2 immediately. And then it shifts to a different tablet. As we can see, it is now the tablet of the Titan Drill Man, as he looks down to his arm. We can clearly see all of the same Skibidi Toilet catching up on him that we actually saw in the leaks. We can see the boss clock looking towards the Titan Drillman like it's about to go down. As this happens, we see Slenderina, Jason, and some weird looking knight, and the other two mystery toilets that are in the background. We can see the drill woman, and we can see the ringer clock, a normal cameraman, and yep, the big speaker man. And then this is also from the leaked scene that we got from Leak Clockwoman, where we see how he's landing down and he has the hand and he starts drilling, but he's not actually drilling away, which is what many of us thought it was. It's actually that he is causing some sort of giant lava explosion to erupt from the ground. My god, the man used to be able to cause earthquakes. He can literally harvest the literal molten lava from the earth. This man has become a pure demon, through and through. That is all I have to say. Either way, after this, he spews lava, or molten iron, I should say, because that's really what it is from the core of the earth is molten iron. But after this, like I said, he spews molten iron, all over one of these skibidi toilets. But if you guys know what type of skibidi toilet this is, a reference to, please leave it in the comments, because I am genuinely confused. It looks like a boiled omelet egg. I don't know. Either way, after he destroys the skibidi toilet, we can clearly see and get a better look at the Titan drill man. He freaking has a tail. This is a fact that the creators just tried to make him more demon. But after this, he starts fighting all these skibidi toilets, but then, no. After these skibidi toilets are trying to attack, Jason just pulls out all of his chainsaws, but nope, he stood absolutely no chance. We've got a better look at this man's tail. I think the tail might have some ability, like whipping, and guys, this is another Skibidi toilet who I do not know, but it looks very familiar if I'm being honest. I don't know who this is, but if you guys know what this references to, leave it in the comments. Either way, after this, he tries to shoot him, but yeah, we all know that guns and explosions have no use on this man. He freaking opens the mouth and goes right for the neck and rips him apart. And yeah, let's just say he had no chance. No chance. He just died. Okay, after that, Slenderina tried to attack as a snake apparently, and yeah, she stood no chance. She just literally got drilled. Ooh, that sounds a little inappropriate. Even though after she got drilled, this knight-looking thing from Black Adam tries to attack with Excalibur, and obviously swords have no damage, but we can see some sort of scythe in the Titan Drillman's hand, kind of like the Titan Speakerman's axe, but it's a scythe because he's a demon. So, this sword clearly had no effect on him from the beginning, and he just eats it right up. Yeah, yeah, why did you think that was gonna work? And after a big explosion, we can see a bunch of nuker skibidi toilets, and we can see how he uses a bunch of his drills and shoots them out, and he clearly just eats a whole bunch of them. And we can see that all of these are very unique toilets. You can see the one at the very far left is some sort of white-headed, just nothing ghost-like toilet. The one at the very bottom looks like some sort of demonic woman, and the one that is the biggest to us looks like some sort of goat um horn thing, and then this dude just with the random buff neck looks like a demon that comes out from under your bed, in the middle of the night when you were scared. I don't know. And also, what's the deal with that other guy? He looks like he's a French horror guy. I mean, the hat looks a little bit like it. But after he stabs all three of these skibidi toilets in the head, he drags them in and just absolutely kills them in the most brutal way possible. After this, we can see how he is completely surrounded by nuclear skibidis, and there's just way too many of them. But when I saw that cannon, I'm like, it's about to get effing crazy. And then after this, they shoot like 6 missiles at him, I think. And we can see how he's about to be hit, but I think even if the Titan Cameraman wasn't there, I think the Titan Speakerman would have been. I mean, did I say Titan Speakerman? I'm an idiot. I think the Titan Drillman would have been absolutely fine, because my god, look at the G. But my god, the Titan Cameraman made the best freaking entrance ever. And he's like, "You good, bro?" And we can see that his power is in the force field chamber things. It looks like the energy is running a bit low, so I don't think he has too many more times to do this actual shield. But after this, we can see how he has the same thing, and he's like, "Bro, you need to go and attack base 2. Okay? I'll stay here and I'll deal with these skibidi toilets." And he says, "Gotcha." And we can even see how his core turns a little red. That's just something I noticed. It kind of reminds me of Savitar's suit from The Flash. This is what it reminded me of. I can't lie. Every time I see this, it just reminds me of Savitar from The Flash, where one day his suit was blue and then it turned red. I'm sorry. It just is a good thing of a combination. I'm sorry. Back to the video. After this, we can clearly see him nodding his head, and he tries to fly off, but he realizes, whoop, nope, never mind. That is way too many. And guys, my God, the Titan Drill Man freaking makes everybody look like a baby right now. So with all this lava, fire, explosions, and skibidi toilets, we can now see how dire this situation is for all the skibidi toilets. Yep, not the Titans, skibidi toilets. Also, this man roars like a freaking dinosaur as if he's challenging him like a T freaking Rex. So he coils up his fist and he starts roaring as loud as possible. Also, something weird I did end up noticing was his mouth. Yeah, I know, his mouth. It's a little stupid. But as he's roaring, we can see three drills, obviously, so he can, eat. But also, there's a little spark right there. It kind of reminds me of the core. I don't know if that's what that is, but it looks like a miniature core is inside of his mouth. That in case if he's ever you're gonna use like dragon's breath, and then all of a sudden we see fingers tapping. I can't lie. I thought it was that lady who was evil, but nope. It's the Titan Speaker Man, and he pounds his fist. I think there's two reasons for this. Because number one, he absolutely didn't care about the attack base too, so he's not angry that he couldn't help. I think he's angry because of the Titan Drill Man embarrassing him about his size. So I think he's angry about this. After he pounds his fist like a baby, we can look up and we can see the Titan Speaker Man look to the side as it says attack base 2 immediately. But the poor cameraman got shook around like a little rag doll. It's like, whoa, help me. And then we can see the cameraman see it and he just continues welding along with the machines. Either way, Titan Speaker Man literally lays back and falls asleep. Uh, uh, um, uh, What repairs are you doing on his body? His head needs to be repaired. Like, this makes no sense. He is literally falling asleep while his two other titans two titan friends are literally being attacked. I'm sorry. The man just said, F you. And he actually has a lot of reasons he has a lot of ways to say F you. He said it in the original series and this series quite a bit. Kind of like how every time the plunger cameraman flips someone off. Either way, guys,